going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're trying out the demo for Yield, Fall of Rome. We're going to start a new campaign, Rise of the Germanic Kingdom. You will lead the Germanic tribes into the period of the Great Migrations in a time when Romans are no longer able to protect their borders. The Huns are moving in from the east, and the Britons and the Franks are building up their kingdoms in the west. Great leaders, unite your tribes and take back the lands the Romans took from us. The province they named Germania leads our people into the march towards the city of Rome. Now is the time to rise up against the oppression by the Romans. Now is the time to strike into the heart of the empire. Let the fall of Rome begin. Conquest of Rome. In the final province of the campaign, you will start the outskirts of the Roman imperial capital with the goal of conquering it. The Romans will try to drive you away from the moment you set foot in the homeland. There are other kingdoms trying to conquer Rome as well. You must be the first to succeed. So we have an introductory campaign, we have campaign of the week, and a custom campaign. This is going to be whenever the game comes out. So let's start with the introduction. Alright, so we have Colonia, Valachium, Milgrum, Venia, Roma, Emperor of Theodus, King Charlemagne, King Alfred. Where are we actually at? Oh, so we're King Odoraker. We can take on Attila the Hun? I have to apologize in advance. I'm sure I'm going to butcher these town names, so sorry. The Roman province Raetia is important both tactically and economically, with its position right north of the Alps. Both the trade and the war are viable options as the Germanic tribe approaches the province capital of Benicurum. Conquer two enemy settlements. The province is an important strategic position and a permanent foothold. War is the only way forward. We need to capture at least one unique settlement from the two different kingdoms. Finish mission 2 first. Oh, so we go to Colonia. The northern outskirts of the vast Roman Empire, the growing Germanic tribes are crossing the river of the Rhine and entering the Roman province Germania Inferior with capital Colonia. Rebuild all three religious sites. Your people yearn for the traditions of the old. Inspire them to the glory by reclaiming and defending all places of spiritual power marked on your map. To gain control over the province, you need to hold 3 crowns. Each rebuild religious site yields 1 crown. The tutorial will teach you the basics you will need to achieve victory. First, let's select your settler unit. Choose your settler. People yearn for the tradition of the old, inspire the glory. Alright, so we already read all that. Alright, so we have good sites, we have a horse, or we have a wagon, it looks like. So let's use you. I can actually see. Alright, so order your unit to move. Alright, so you want to right click in order to actually move over to the site. So let's go this way. This is the spot. Now you can build your village by clicking the settlement icon in the units panel. Build your first settlement. Augsburg. The land offers various resources which will help us grow our village into the glorious city. Let's research how to utilize them efficiently. Open the research tab. Alright, so it'll be up here. This technology tree can unlock new units, ways to harvest necessary resources. Your land is filled with sheep. Creating pastures for them will reward you a good mix of population to grow and production to build. Research animal husbandry. Alright, so it'll cost us 5 coins. Sheep can be domesticated in pastures, which provide your settlements with population and produce. So you tie up with the sheep and build a pasture. Okay, so for example, this one. Alright, so right next to our settlement, we have 3 different sheep, so we can just do you. With our newly acquired production, we can construct buildings in our newly established settlement. Select in the right mouse button to see all the buildings available for construction. Looks like we have a certain amount of turns that we're actually able to do, and it looks like we are done with our turns. Let's end this for now. Each mission has different sets of goals you'll need to fulfill to achieve a victory. You can see the map's objectives at the top of the screen by expanding the objective panel. Alright, so we need to rebuild 3 religious sites. I'm guessing that's going to be one of them. To spin further, we need to make gold by constructing a tavern to increase our income. Build a tavern. right, so you would right click on our homestead, and then this is where we can see what we have here. So we have a well. So we need a tavern. Icons at the top represent your current gold and income. Gold is spent on research, recruiting units, or harvesting resources such as wild boars can obtain mainly through upgrading your settlement or trading with other factions, keep increasing your treasury. Alright, so that's going to be it. We need to see what this is though, so hold on. So could I use... Looks like one more day we'll be able to do that. So you... The rest of this we don't have anything that we're able to do with, so we're going to have to end our turn. So you need to conquer 2 settlements, build 5 national wonders, spread faith to 5 settlements. Alright, so we should be able to conquer this area now. It didn't really seem to do anything. I thought that was going to be a little bit different. Alright, so we can train some units, so we probably want to do either some warriors or some horse scouts, possibly. Let's get some scouts up here that we're able to view more. But scout lacks in strength, they make up for in their keen eyes. They combined with their cheap costs make it perfect for discovering new areas and devising a strategy for your expansion. So I assume this is going to be maybe one of the research areas. So I mean, right now we do have plenty of gold that we could technically have another sheep pasture if we wanted to. I think let's go into end our turn again. Alright, so now he's actually able to be moved, so let's move him over to the right. Ooh, that's different. The land around is filled with various sites and awards those who visit the first with the resource such as gold production or population explore site. Alright, so that's another unique one. We have our king. We should be able to move him slowly that way. So we should always be constantly building more troops than it looks like. So let's get a couple more scouts. I think that's going to be it for our turn again, because we're not going to have any other resources. So let's end this again. Alright, so you're now able to be moved. So let's try to move maybe this way. We got some fish. We have some sort of site up there. Our king's also nearing a place, so let's try you. Ooh, okay, so this is a religious site. We got 5 gold from collecting that, so it looks like we have 18 gold now. So we'll end our turn. Maybe it's because we used our turn to get over there that we're not able to populate it yet. Alright, so let's use this. So we're going to win another scout. Oh, we're out of food. Alright, so let's do another pasture then. There we go. Famous ancient religious sites by rebuilding it for 15 gold. Alright, so that should be our first religious site captured. So we got 6 gold from that. It looks like we're not going to be able to push over to the left, so we're going to move our guy to the right now. We still have more sheep. We have plenty of gold, so let's go and do more food. Get some more units. Then we'll end our turn. Alright, so it'll allow you to move forward. So over king, let's push him to the right if he's able to get that far. He's not, so we can get next to the trees. We have our scout. Oh, but we can have a boat. Interesting, okay. I didn't realize we were going to be able to do that. Alright, so let's see. So we got 5 gold, so we technically could get another scout. You know what? Let's get some defense too. We don't have any food. Alright, so now we should have plenty of food to grow another soldier. So I feel like our food supply is definitely where we're having the most issues. Let's grab a well. That'll increase our city some. We still have a few extra points here, so we could build another settler van. We have a trader, custom house, or a watchtower. Increase the settlement division by 1. So let's do the watchtower too. Alright, so now that we have our boat, it looks like you're going to have to watch where you're actually going with it. Alright, so we got our scout that way. So if we get this dude over to the... We know there's something fancy down this way too. I don't think that's an actual goody hut. So that's nothing that we need for religious purposes. So let's move over to the right. Looks like you found a city of Romans, a powerful neutral faction. Thankfully, your relations with them are positive and displayed in the panel to the right. This is a perfect opportunity to build a trader and send them for a great reward of gold. Build a trader. Okay, so we need to build a trader. I don't think we have any points for that anymore, so we're going to have to wait for you. So that's just another hut. So we have our king here. I don't think he's able to go anywhere. We could try to go this way, though. Yeah, it looks like a dead end, so we can't do anything with the top of the map here. So we're going to have to start going more down towards the south. So let's see, do we have enough for more units? So we get a horse, so we'll enter turn. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. The dude immediately left. Alright, so the boat, do we stop at the water or do we use our horse over here? So offered from London, he's going to be slowly moving away here, so we do need to try to afford a trader, which we are not able to. So our boat, let's go and grab that resource. Now we're back to solid ground. We have our scouts over here. Let's start heading back towards the rest of the area, because unfortunately I don't think that we're able to get a boat anywhere. Although technically if we get him right here to the water, that should start the boat trip. The next turn, we have our king. We should probably bring him a little bit closer anyways. So with the city, we're basically at a standstill, so we can't do too much. We have plenty of gold coming in. That's another scout. End your turn. It's interesting. Every single turn, they also move. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so the next one, we should be able to get this goody hut, whatever that does for us. We have our king. Let's move you a little bit closer. We'll try to come from like this side maybe. I don't think you can actually get across the mountainside though. Alright, so you're now inside of a boat, so we can't do anything with you. Ooh, okay, so we have a couple legions now. We don't have any attack force yet. Mostly we're just running around in scouts at the time. Just stole that from us. I was not expecting the AI just to be able to be like, nah, joke's on you. Alright, so we have another goody hut. It looks like we're going to have to do something special to explore the mountains. We don't have any technology for that yet. We're also going to need to start working on some defenses apparently, because it looks like we are about to be going into conflict here fairly soon. Boat? Well, unfortunately, we ran out of water. It looks like there's nothing out that way, so we should be able to come back on solid land. I mean, it looks like our only choice is going to be to go into conflict. So, is any good, King? We need to prepare our main soldiers for war. We'll be able to grab that one in the next turn, so we can't do anything with you. You're also expended. So let's end our turn. Alright, so push comes to shove. We'll take our top unit. He's gonna steal it again. Alright, so across inside of their territory, it looks like they retreated some, but we are going to need to bring some back up. So we'll do it that way. Our horse, once again, we can't really do much. Let's try to explore it this way. So we have some more huts that we're able to gather. So we have this scout. Grab that, so that's more food. Our town, do we have enough to build like a normal infantry warrior? Whereas a strong melee units facing their enemies head on, their durability makes them great for holding position and reinforcing other units. Alright, so he'll be good for the next time because it looks like we are about to come into war, so we need to get our king and our warriors together. We have this dude who's able to gather that unit next. We have our guy up top here. He's about to get robbed because unfortunately we can't grab that gold, and let's just watch him steal it in front of us. I'm starting to see you Romans just take everything from us. Ew, the warrior's movement is abysmal. Alright, so let's take the scout, we'll grab that. I guess we can just keep exploring the south. Now, it looks like we do have a couple different things here. So we have grasslands built, so we have some sort of warrior class. It might start trying to be pushing that way. So you're level 20. Our main city here, they said something about a trader outpost. Hold on, so do we have... Alright, so let's get the trader built. Traders carry food with them to grow the target settlement's population. If sent to the Romans, they will appreciate your efforts and offer a fair amount of gold for your goods. However, they are incredibly vulnerable and incapable of fighting. Alright, so that'll be next run. We're going to have to chase that dude who keeps stealing everything, which I don't think he necessarily deserves all of our food, but try and see. Alright, so it looks like that's all done. Our king, I don't think he can... oh, yes, you can. Well, you're done. Everybody else, it looks like they're already in the area, so we can't move our trader yet. End our turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who is this? So it looks like that's the religious site that we're looking for. Alright, so we got that going for us. So we need to chase down the scout wherever he went. We stay inside of their territory. So the king's right there, so let's see. So the trader, how far can you actually travel? You cannot travel very far at all. Alright, so our dude, once again, he's able to move like one tile. We have our ground scout, one tile. It's going to be a very long time for us to move. So I'm guessing this gold area here is where the all is that they were talking about. Alright, so we got some water. Looks like they have an archer squad, or sorry, warriors. So they're all going to be locked in, so we can't do anything with you. You're at your max capacity. This dude can travel some. Looks like that's another religious site. Alright, so we'll end our turn. We really need to have it so this dude can go much further is the problem. So we're gonna have to beat that guy to the next priest area. I don't know if we dismantle a religious site, if we're able to like rebuild it and make it our own, or how that works. Alright, so let's get us another warrior unit, because he's going to be on standby. We have the scout down here. It looks like they're at the edge of the map, so I don't think that's going to help us any. Go that way with you. Our scout, that guy's already is max capacity. This dude, we also are not getting very much movement when it comes to getting things across the map anymore. So scout up north, but I think that's like the edge of the border, so can't do any of the views. So let's try to go this way, and then we'll have like a V-line across. Kind of awkward. I did not mean to literally park inside of their stronghold. All right, so we'll end our turn. Guessing they're not exactly the biggest fan of us being inside of their house. Let's see, so we got a scout down this way. I suppose we need to see what happens with that religious side if we're actually able to conquer it. I assume if we go on top of one of their houses, it's going to immediately start attacking. It's pushing them towards where we need to get to first, though. That's not good. Alright, so we got all that done, so let's use our king. So we got the trader also, he's eventually going to catch up to this dude, hopefully. So maybe the Romans will pay us to like conquer other areas? We haven't really proven that we can conquer anybody, so that unit's done. We're up top, so we have the trader, he's expended. Scout's good. Warrior's good. We have this warrior. I assume we need to set him like down this way to defend our home. So we'll end our turn. Obviously, this is a tutorial campaign, so that's why it's a little bit easier compared to normal. I'm guessing a normal campaign, you'd be having a lot more hardships coming on when it comes to war. We also have 0 of our units upgraded, where it looks like most of these guys go with the veterancy level 1. That's not good, so we're going to have to cross some waters, so that's going to waste a day, where they're going to be able to go directly there, it looks like. Food though. Let's see here, so we got that, so we have our scout. So let's take the warrior dude this way. We have our king coming in. I believe, so like that's 20 health units, we're worth 15 units, so I think we can take on like this 10 unit for example. We just can't take on the 21 by ourselves, but if we get our guy right next to it, maybe it would work. So you're expended. This looks like that's something we should know, but we can't see yet. Ooh. Alright, so we have another town. Alright, so warrior, so we'll move you down this way. So let's go and get us a barracks upgrade, I believe. So that should at least make it so we're much stronger when it comes to defense. Alright, so the warrior, he can't be moved. We have a scout up here. I'm curious to see if they're going to start attacking us whenever we start attacking, or how this is actually going to play out. Alright, so end our turn. So we have used 17 of our 50. So it's kind of interesting to see like how many different turns are actually being played while we're also playing. Our Alright, so our scout, for example. I don't know if it was too far to get inside of that area or what the actual problem was, because we weren't able to do that. So they're going to build it right in front of us. We have nothing to actually stop them.
Let there be war.
Alright, so that's not good. We lost 5 health on that one. Let's see here. Honestly, we have plenty of gold, so we may as well just colonize the rest of the sheep in the areas here. Alright, since another scout, I'm really curious to see like if we're able to conquer that religious side or how we're supposed to be able to handle that. So they built it right in front of us, so we don't really have a choice when it comes to that. Our scout's done. King's already fought. Let's see, roads, windmill, axe. Ooh, so like maybe some better weapons? Is 2 population, 2 production, and 2 income per quarry. It's built next to it. Markets can be built next to the stoneworks. Okay, so that'd be under mining. So we have animal husbandry, so roads. Let's reduce the cost. We'll do that. So we have siege weapons, navigation, exploration. Let's see here. So crossbows are pretty good too. Hunting, forestry, engineering, physics. Alright, so we got plenty of money. Alright, so there we go. So that's going to give us quite a bit of technology boom. Can't really do too much with it. We have enough to where we can build more soldiers if we want to, but we need to save it for the religious side to see what happens with it. So let's end our turn. So unless he moves out of our way, I think we actually have to fight for that tile.
War.
Unit slant foe received a combat experience. Gathering enough experience unlocks a unit veterancy, which improves combat capabilities of that unit, increasing its power or unlocking new abilities. Obtain veterancy on any 3. Veterancy 3 on any unit. So a king is only 10. So a warrior, he's right next to that one, so he's ready for war. So let's move forward again. So, I mean, it says -3. Does that mean that we hurt it by 3 hearts? So it's going to be 7 heart remaining? Alright, so it looks like we have some food. So we have 2 health versus his 7 health. The unit's so toast. So our trader is nearing in on the Romans, so that's good. We have our cattle guy, so let's move you this way. Warrior, let's bring you down some. City, so let's get us another, ooh. So I feel like the pikeman's probably going to be a little bit stronger than everything else that we've used so far. Or the axe thrower, because the axe thrower just sounds cool. Let's go with pikes. We don't have enough food supply, so we can't do that. So we got a road network, so that'll be a little bit faster to get there. So basically you want to build a road from your city over to the other populations to get across much faster. All right, so we'll end our turn because I believe everybody else has already been moved. So the problem is we have plenty of gold, but we don't have enough health, really. Alright, so we still have 0 food, so we're not going to be able to do that. Our sheep should be producing as much as possible here. I don't know why. It looks like we're at the maxed out on sheep pastures, so that's why they were saying that we couldn't do anymore. Alright, so let's move our warrior forward some. It's going to be a slow route to get there. I have health. You know what? We're taking it. He killed us. That's not good. Alright, so we have a scout here. The problem is they're not designed for combat. So we can move you forward. So really we need to start working on a road network. So like, for example, here. That'll allow us to enter this area.
Boom. Direct route to the enemy.